Hi friends! Do you have the tradition of enjoying a turkey for your Thanksgiving feast? What would you do if there were no turkeys? That's usually the main part of our Thanksgiving meal. If there were no turkeys, how would you solve that problem? What would your family eat instead? I have a story for you today about a town that had just that problem. There were no turkeys for Thanksgiving. So they came up with a clever way to solve this problem and tried to encourage a turkey to come to town for a contest. But it turns out the turkey was a little bit smarter than the people bargained for. This story is called A Plump and Perky Turkey. It's written by Teresa Bateman and illustrated by Shelly. I think that you'll really enjoy this story. Come along, let's read and find out how smart that turkey was. A Plump and Perky Turkey by Teresa Bateman, illustrated by Shelly. The people of Squaw Valley were downhearted and depressed. Thanksgiving was approaching, but without its special guest. They couldn't find a turkey for the feast they planned to eat. It looked like they'd be making do with bowls of shredded wheat. A plump and perky turkey's what we need, they all agreed. But finding turkeys nowadays is very hard indeed. The birds have gotten smarter, and they all seem quite aware that it's best to disappear when autumn leaves are in the air. A plump and perky turkey. Stomachs rumbled at the thought, but how to trick a turkey into jumping in the pot? Then Ebenezer Beezer had a thought pop in his head. If we can't find a turkey, let's have one find us instead. We could hold an arts and crafts fair, he declared with wink and grin, a fair with one grand turkey prize that all of us could win. And since our goal is turkey, that's the theme we'll take to heart. We'll fill our fair with folks and fun and tons of turkey art. We'll make turkeys out of spuds and out of clay and out of rope. We'll make turkeys out of oatmeal, out of paper, out of soap. We'll hang a bunch of posters in the forest way down low to invite some turkey candidates to model for our show. Why, even turkeys understand, as everybody knows, you can't make turkey art without a turkey there to pose. The people in Squaw Valley held a poster jamboree. They plastered their creations onto every single tree. Model, wanted, a plump and perky turkey. Squaw Valley Art Show. Now it happened in Squaw Valley lived a turkey known as Pete. He was cocky, he was clever, and he really liked to eat. While he strutted through the forest, plump and perky through the pines, he was startled and intrigued by all those interesting signs. With a proud and jaunty gobble, he gave out a hearty cry, "A plump and perky turkey! Well, I'm sure I qualify." Pete applied for the position, and he strutted plump and proud. He could hardly wait to model for the large and eager crowd. "You're hired!" shouted Beezer, for the folks had all agreed that Pete the Perky Turkey was the answer to their need. 'Twas the week before Thanksgiving when Pete posed to do his part, and the artsy-craftsy townsfolk started making turkey art. They made turkeys out of spuds and out of clay and out of rope. They made turkeys out of oatmeal, out of paper, out of soap. Thanksgiving Day, the artwork done, they asked the model down to judge their homemade turkeys and to pick the best in town. "Now when the judging's over," Beezer whispered with a smile, "we'll tuck that model turkey in the oven for a while." Pete judged each piece of artwork as the hungry crowd all cheered. He stopped to take a closer look, and then he disappeared. There were turkeys made of spuds, there were turkeys made of rope, there were turkeys made of paper, there were turkeys made of soap. The room was full of turkeys in a wall-to-wall collage. For a clever bird like Pete, it was a perfect camouflage. "He's over here," old Beezer said. "He's here," said Jacob Green. They searched amongst the turkeys, but their bird had fled the scene. A note in turkey scrawl they found half hidden on the lawn. "Goodbye, I took my modeling fee." The oatmeal bird was gone. The people in Squawk Valley were left feeling rather blue. The only turkeys left in town appeared too hard to chew. "Oh, well," said Beezer brightly as they gathered round to eat. "Right now at least I'm thankful that we still have shredded wheat." That day folks learned a lesson that stuck firm with them forever. A plump and perky turkey can be pretty doggone clever. I hope that you enjoyed that story just as much as I did. Thanks for reading with me today.